Hi, it's Nicole at My Christmas. We thought we'd show a quick video on how to light a wreath or garland because we get a lot of people asking this. So what we're going to show you today is our new lights, which are battery or powered, which makes them really, really convenient. So I've just untied one of our strings of 140 of these lights, and they have a connector on them, which means that they can go into a USB plug that you have at home with all your power pieces at home, or you can put batteries into a box and connect it via battery. Okay, so it's really, really flexible. So we're going to use the power today. So these lights are also new. They're white and warm white mixed. Now they're flashing, they've got 8 functions on them, so you can adjust what you want. I just want to get them to static. One more. Okay, so when we light a garland, what we do is we start at one end and just attach the lights by just wrapping the foliage around. You got that, Trish? Wrapping the foliage around. And, and then at the other end, we wrap the foliage around the lights, just so that you've got a start and end. These lights are garland lights specifically, so they're really close together, so you don't have a lot of cord that you're trying to work into it. So then I roughly am just going to work out where my middle point is on these, and I'm going to put my middle point into the garland, same way. Now, if you're going to hang them up somewhere high, you need to have them really well secured, but if they're sitting on a mantle, they can just lay in it, so you don't have to worry too much. So again, to get it even, I'm going to just divide my lights again in half and get my middle point. And that means that it's really easy to light this by just laying the lights, and suddenly, instead of it being really complicated and getting to the end, going, I've got too many lights on one end and not enough on the other, I've kind of got it laid out. Now, if you're lighting where you're seeing the whole garland, you obviously need to feed the lights backwards and forwards. If it's just the front, then work your lights more around the front of the garland. So again, I'm going to divide my lights roughly in half, attach them to the middle here. Oh, just wrap a little bit of foliage around there, and then wrap them through. We really like these new warm white lights. It's just something that you've got that warmth in it, but that little bit of sparkle with the bright. I find the bright at home a bit too much in totality, but as a mixed set, it seems to work really well. That's it. And then you can have a look and when you position it and see you have to play anything. So that's taken us a couple of minutes to light a 1.2 metre garland. So that's just so you know, we've got the 140 string of lights I've used on that on a 1.2 metre garland. All right? You could just about squeeze this out to a 3 metre garland. That just means you're going to have the light sitting more along a straight line rather than filling your garland the whole way. And the other thing we thought we'd show you is, just move that over to the side there, is how easy it is to also do the same thing with the wreath. So this time I've used the battery pack. I'll turn this on, Trish. Oh yeah, we're on. Good. I changed the settings so I've got them all going. Okay. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to divide our wreath up. So divide my lights.
So I've had a question from Jenny Christensen asking if we're going to do a ribbon wreath. Yes, we'll do a ribbon wreath, Jenny.
Yeah, it's scheduled for about 2 weeks, I think. Okay, so I'm just going to, again, wrap my foliage around the lights at the top and wrap my foliage around the bottom, and the same on this side. And then, again, I'm just going to roughly work out my middle point, and then just lay the lights through. This string is the 100 string of lights, so it's a little bit shorter, so it's just giving a light coverage. You could use the 140 lights, which is that little bit longer, with a few more lights on it as well. And if you have power sources, then you can use the USB. If you don't, then you can use the battery, which is just so convenient.
I've had another question about how do we light trees. Are we doing a demonstration on that, Nicole?
We will, and also if you go to our YouTube video, YouTube page, you will see that there is a video that we've done using our lighting system. It's exactly the same thing. It's about segmenting the lights on the tree. Our lighting system is used in the video, but you could use it with any lights that you have. So if you're wanting to find the answer now, feel free to go to our YouTube video and look at our lighting system and then just adjust it to the lights you've got. But we will also be running some live videos on this. And then that's it. See, it's all about sort of making it simple. Everything is about keeping it simple. Yeah. And then if you want to, you can adjust the settings. We have these lights come in straight warm white as well as multicolour and the mixed tone. So we will be checking in on the video too. So if you have any more questions, feel free to let us know on there. And we're going to be back in a few minutes with our videos on using ribbon in the trays. Thank you.